Hello, my friends. Recording from the car, as you can see. Let's see if we can play those 8 deals of the free instant tournament quickly enough. I'll share my screen first of all. You may laugh, but I have done this without sharing the screen, which makes for a very mysterious recording when I am talking about the hand and nobody's seeing the cards. So let's go to BBO. Here we are under the Solitaire tab, weekly free instant tournament. And let's see what awaits as well. That is a nasty problem. I think most people would open one diamond, but I am very much in favor of preempting with a bunch of minor suit cards. 13 high card points, but game is very far away. If you think about possible hands for making game, we need partner basically to have two aces and some diamond fit. Not impossible, but he can always bid. He can always bid no Trump over that if he feels like gambling. I don't think it's likely, but I will follow my instinct and preempt because I don't want them to have an easy time in finding their major suit fit. They did find it anyway, but let's see. Let's hope that the King of Diamonds survives. If it doesn't, then we may be shortening declare. That's why I'm pretty much in favor of not trying to give partner a club rough or something like that. No, not immediately. I know that getting declare trumps declare. I want to spell out most of my unconscious reasoning. Declare should not have six spades because he didn't open, and so most likely the spades will be 5-4, and it's good to force them to trump and get to an equal length with partner, as you can see. Okay, so now partner trumped. Let us force out Declarer's last trump. He still has the queen of clubs, but I think he doesn't have the queen of hearts. He would have two aces and the queen of clubs. It can't have the queen of hearts, in effect. So I don't want to get stuck with any diamonds in my hand. I want partner to be able to cash all his diamonds. And the last heart is Declarer's. So down three, that's a lot. And the preempt worked in that gave them a problem that they might have chosen to defend against four diamonds. What would happen? We would lose those two aces, those three aces, and that's it, apparently. Yeah, we'd have two pitches for the clubs. Yeah, three aces and nothing else. So we were on 130 territory. We climbed up to 150 when we got a reopening action. Anyway, now this is a more normal one diamond opening bid. Partner is raising diamonds. Our hand is kind of balanced, kind of not balanced. Our singleton is the queen. This is not a forcing auction, by the way, even though partner is pretty much forcing to game with three hearts. I guess the technical action here is to double because five diamonds is really far away, but I don't like to double with a singleton heart because partner might have a good hand for five diamonds. I'll pass. Now I'll respect his double, of course. The idea here being that if partner has a very unbalanced hand with weak hearts, my pass would suggest shortness, whereas my double would suggest a double. Okay, queen of clubs, diamond to the ace, a heart from dummy, which means that Declare probably is missing the king, yes, because otherwise he would have cashed his king of hearts. So his hand has the ace of clubs and the ace of hearts. That's it. This is it, my friends. He's out of high cards. And his shape is 6-1 in the reds. If he has 4 clubs, which is a possibility, yes, then he has 2 spades. And we will probably cash those 2 spades for down 2. Partner should have the king of spades. Indeed, the hand is over. Down 2. And we would have lost those 2 aces. And what else? Those 3 aces. And 3 aces to be cashed. Whenever it's not easy to get rid of this screen on the, I'll have to log out and in of BBO. So that is a problem with BBO, by the way. BBO developers, when think about our poor phone players and try to not the little X out of our reach. We need that little X to be able to close that screen that sometimes I know that it opened because I clicked on my name, but even so, you know that slips of the finger happen. Anyway, now we have 21 high card points. That is far too strong for a Donald Trump opening bid. We have to show 22, 24. 5 tricks, and we have basically 8 tricks in our hand. Okay, now we have 5 diamonds, ace, king, ace, ace, that's 9. And the club lead, the robot sometimes leads from 3. He likes to lead from 3. So it might be case check. What is that check? Solid queen jack. Would the robot lead from king 10 9 deuce the deuce? I don't think he would. So let's duck this because that protects us from any shift. Indeed, we got the spade shift, which is an extra trick. Now there is no other squeeze than what we call that heart shift is annoying because now we can run winners ending in dummy. And so we have to play for what we call a crisscross squeeze here by blocking hearts and clubs. Let's unblock our spades. And we have to pay attention to the clubs. Let's see if the clubs will be high. We are missing king, queen, 10. Remember, the jack was the first. I don't think best shot is clearly to somebody to be keeping 2 clubs and 1 heart. There you go. Our hand is high. Was he actually squeezed? Yes, he was. That was cool. Okay, 18 high card points. That is a 4 spade bid in my book. There are hands that might make more tricks in hearts, so maybe we should explore. But most often we will end in 4 spades. Not in 3-note trumps, no. 4 spades. The problem with 3-note trumps is that we may not have entries for partner's hand. We do have them at this point, but it was not as given. Now we can hope to get rid of our diamonds immediately and force them to lose their diamond ace Okay, we're winning the trick. That's an entry. I don't mind that. And now we lose one spade trick for 11 tricks. That was not a great duck from Mr. West, but it's not easy. It is far from easy. Okay, should we open this one? We're on a great run, huh? Let's see if we can avoid dropping the ball. And 11, third seat. Yes, that's a third seat opener. And the one with Trump ribbon. Now let's play too hard. Maybe it has 5-5. It may have 5-4, but maybe it's 5-5. Okay, so we got a very weak hand opposite. Maybe we are dropping the ball. I'm not sure. But there's nothing to be done other than to try to establish those spades. And the heart shift, the heart lead kind of indicates that East is trying to protect something in spades. So maybe, just maybe, okay. Nine of clubs. I don't believe that's from the king, which means I will win the ace and lead a lowdown. Doesn't know that I don't have the king. Now I will still not play the queen. And it didn't make any difference, but okay. So now it's possible that we get only 3 tricks. Yes, we get only 3 tricks at the end for down 2, which is not the best possible score, but we will, especially with spades 4-2. The hand is done. 0 tricks for us. That's 200 for them. Not a great score, but I guess we'll have company. Board 6 is a 1 club opening bid, followed by a 1 spade response. I don't want to play no trumps this one. 3 diamonds. What the heck is that? Forcing to 3 no trumps. So he suggests 7 tricks and no trumps. I say, no, I prefer 8 in clubs. Okay, let's force ourselves to 3 no trumps. Well, I hope you're right, my friend, but that is a weird auction. A weird auction for sure. And maybe he's right. Maybe we need to just get those clubs going. Okay. Very efficient bidding, my dear partner. And another club finesse means 10 tricks. You're gonna get how many more? 4. 4 tricks, yeah. Or 30. 19 high card points, a very promising hand. Not good enough for a 3 and for a 2 club opening bid, but promising. Now, should we try 4 hearts or something fancy? I don't like fancy. We have extras for 4 hearts, but it's not as if we have an easy option here. Okay, so now we have possible, if this 6 of spades, King Jack 9-6, King 9-8-6, Jack 9-8-6, these are all possibilities. Let's try the 7. Okay. So technical, since the 6, we have no way of getting to a trick from that spade 10, so we really need to play diamonds from our hands to establish a discard. So we will get a discard. Unfortunately, the king of diamonds is outside. And now let's think about the shapes. 6 of spade. I know nothing about the shapes. I'll play 4 hearts. 2-2. There you go. And the final deal, 1 heart response and a 4 heart game bid. Not bad. We need to establish those diamonds. So let's keep our entries to dummy and start right away. Okay, now that means that we can even make 7 at this point. Probably not though, unless the hearts are to 2. No, they're not. So we need to rough a club and a diamond in our hand, and we have only 1 trump. The only way we can do that, this won't work against robots, but against humans it might. So leave it 10 and let it run. But he will cover, as expected. Now we'll lose a club. So we got a very respectable 76% score, 76.8. And I hope that was quick. I was really in a hurry here. I'm picking up my kids at school. But I hope you could enjoy it and maybe get some instruction to comment if you like it. And I'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye bye.